How does diet play a role in oxidative stress? And how do different foods either increase or decrease oxidative stress? And does that prevent or improve or even cause disease? Oxidative stress is caused by an abundance of free radicals. Free radicals are simply a product of cellular metabolism, and it's a molecule with unpaired electrons in their outer orbit. So, free radicals have a lot of important biological roles within the body, like cell signaling, gene transcription, and other regulatory functions. But when we have too much of them, they can cause problems like oxidative damage to DNA, proteins, and lipids within the body. We also are exposed to free radicals in the environment, like pollution, cigarette smoke, and radiation. An example of an important free radical is nitric oxide. It is very important in thrombosis, vascular tone, regulating smooth muscle cells, angiogenesis, the adhesion of leukocytes, lots of very important functions. But in excess, it becomes cytotoxic. Therefore, it's killing cells and causing oxidative damage. Now, does diet actually cause oxidative stress? Well, most of oxidative stress is produced in the body. It's not actually consumed unless you're consuming high amounts of pollutants in your food. But eating a diet high in sugar, fat, and drinking a lot of alcohol, along with overeating, causes your body to produce more oxidative stress. Can diet decrease your oxidative stress? Well, by consuming antioxidants, the antioxidants remove free radicals for the body and therefore protect it from damage from the oxidative stress. There are lots of dietary sources of antioxidants, such as vitamin C, E, and beta carotene are the most common in our foods. They're in a lot of plant-based foods, such as berries, fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Our body does produce some antioxidants, but most of it comes from dietary sources. When we consume them, our body supports them with antioxidants that help even more to remove these free radicals. And then the antioxidants can also chelate and bind in order to help prevent any generation of free radicals while they're removing them. Here is an image of a free radical and an antioxidant. As you can see, the antioxidant is donating an electron to the unpaired electron in the free radical and therefore helping get rid of the free radical from the body. So there's one study that looked at the association between oxidative stress and those consuming the Mediterranean diet. They looked at a plasma marker of oxidative stress, which is the ratio of reduced glutathione to oxidized glutathione. And the higher the ratio, that means there's less oxidative stress within the individual. So their studies showed that there was less oxidative stress in those consuming the diet. Those consuming it had a 7% increase in the ratio, so that means that there was less oxidative stress. And then they actually looked at twins, and they found that within twins, there was a 10% increase compared to their other twin. This decrease in oxidative stress may be why this diet is associated to less cardiovascular disease. Oxidative stress is linked to lots of different diseases, and one of those is neurodegenerative disease. So this is when the nerve cells are lost, and which leads to ataxia, which is loss of function, or dementia. So things like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, those are all neurodegenerative diseases. So it's thought that it might have to do with redox metals. A lot of symptoms in the disease actually have to do with how metals are metabolized abnormally. And free radicals and oxidative stress are catalyzed in the redox metal chemical reaction. And that contributes to creating reactive nitrogen and reactive oxygen species. Both are thought to be contributors to neurodegeneration. A review in the current neuropharmacology stated that free radicals have been reported for their great contribution to neuronal loss in cerebral ischemia, seizure disorders, schizophrenia, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. So this table from that same review lists different types of antioxidants and their chemical composition and how they are linked to the different neurodegenerative disorders. In the mechanism of action column, you can see how the free radical plays a role in the development of the neurodegenerative disease. There's a lot of evidence showing that those who consume more plant-based foods have less cancer, and plant-based foods tend to be the highest in antioxidants. So a group of researchers wanted to look at whether antioxidants have anti-cancer properties. And they concluded that they do because they help prevent damage to the DNA that oxidative stress can do. They looked at multiple studies looking at different phytochemicals like resveratrol, green tea, and turmeric, and found how they all regulated the oxidative stress. And therefore had anti-cancer properties. So this could be very important in treating and preventing cancer. The science is very clear that antioxidants are very important and can be very helpful at preventing disease. And the best way for us to get antioxidants is to eat lots of plant-based foods. I only talked about a few of the studies, and there's plenty more that I will talk about in my final video. I'm amazed by the amount of research that has gone into this subject, and it really shows that plants are so important in our diet and they can be used as medicine and prevention for lots of chronic diseases.